What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Gameweek FC. Today we're going to be talking about our best bets for Game Week 2. Super excited about it. Parker, you ready?
Let's get it.
All right, straight to it, baby. So here we are on Hard Rock Sports Betting. We're looking at the odds for the weekend. Friday match, 2 p.m., West Ham hosting Chelsea. Parker, what do you got?
Friday night, London Derby. Both teams blanked in week 1. Does not happen this time. Chelsea get off the mark, but maybe not who you expect. Give me the new guy, Liam Delap.
Oh, wow. Plus 160, Liam Delap. I am also going to go for a player prop in this one. However, it's slightly different. I'm going to go shots on target. At home, West Ham's best player. He's got to make something happen, right? At least a shot on target.
Yeah.
Jared Bone. That's my pick.
I love that pick. I will be tailing that pick.
Yes, so that is my pick for that game. Liam Delap is crazy. If he gets a garbage time winner, that'd be just like your Muniz goal from last weekend. That would be crazy. Okay, moving on to Man City hosting Tottenham. Parker, would you like to go first again?
Sure. I'm going to kind of go hand in hand with my bet from our previous video for the week and go for both teams to score. Tottenham seem to always have City's number as of late, and I think that trend continues at least on the score sheet. Maybe not the result.
Okay, I'm going to go slightly a different way. I think we're not going to see many goals. I think Tottenham's going to bunker it in, and City's it's going to take a while for them to hit the back of the net, and I'm going to go under 3.5. Which
for both our bets to hit, there's a very small group of outcomes that will work.
1-1 or 2-1 to either team. That's the only way both of that works.
Yep.
So those are our picks for City Tottenham. Should be an interesting game. I would love to see goals, but I just think if Tottenham if they want to try and win that game, I think they got to keep it close. And I think they're going to be playing a lot of defense in this one.
Probably right.
Okay, that's number 2, first game of Saturday morning. Moving on to Bournemouth, Wolverhampton. I think there are going to be goals in this game. Both defenses are not very good. So I'm going to pick a player prop, and that is going to be anytime goal scorer, my guy Evan Nielsen. He missed out last week against Liverpool. He's going to get in the score sheet. I genuinely believe it.
I like it. Why don't you keep that player or that anytime goal scorer tab open? Riding the hot hand, give me Semenyo.
Oof.
Be back 2 against Liverpool. There's no reason he shouldn't score against Wolves. That's kind of my thought process. And
you would think so.
You asked for goals. We're giving you 2 goal scorers.
Man, I love both of those guys.
Go back to the parlay option. I just want to plus 550.
That is
there you
appetizing. Might have to sprinkle a little bit of that. All right, that's our bets for that game. Wolves versus Bournemouth. You never know what could happen in these games. Moving on to Burnley, Sunderland. Parker, what do you got?
Yeah, I've gone for a tie no bet Burnley. I guess on here, winner push if tied.
Okay.
I believe my bet or my prediction was 1-1 Burnley. I think they get a result at home. and I'm just kind of giving myself a little bit of a cushion with the push of tie.
Okay. Um, Personally, I lean towards Sunderland slightly, but I'm gonna take a different route in this one. Something different. I'm gonna go first half 0-0 correct score.
Mm.
I think it's gonna be chippy at the start. It's gonna be goals are gonna be tough to come by, and both teams are gonna be adjusting to, you know, the level that each are playing at. I think they're gonna revert kind of back to their championship ways. I think it's just gonna be a bloodbath in the first half. So,
I don't get
um,
it. I mean, from Burnley's perspective, they're playing a completely different Sunderland team than what they played last year in the championship. So I think that there is still kind of feeling their way through the beginning of the season for both clubs. Really, I mean, if you watched that Sunderland game last week, they kind of were slow out the gate and then turned it on in the second half. So I like it.
yes, yes. So both possible to hit. Burnley score in the second half. Low scoring first half. Moving on to Brentford, Aston Villa. I know we both disagree about this game. Um, I see no other option but Aston Villa tie no bet. Tempting to take them at money line, but for the safe route, I think Villa. I mean, they have to bounce back from last week. They have to create goal scoring opportunities. Brentford they're playing like a bottom three, bottom four team at the moment. So I think Ollie Watkins he should get on the score sheet, but I'm not going to go that route. I like Villa, tie no bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna fade you completely. Brentford money line at home at the G Tech.
You're insane.
Villa, they showed me nothing, and I think that they're gonna start the season slow, very slow. Um, give me the bees.
All right. Very, very contradicting there. We'll see who comes out on top. Moving on to our next game. Last game of Saturday, Arsenal versus Leeds. What do you got?
So I'm actually gonna hit you with a double here. Give me Arsenal money line,
Okay.
and then I'm doubling down on Victor Gyökeres. He had an absolute stinker in that first game against Manchester United. I do think that this is going to be a completely different type of game for Arsenal. Well, I say this. I think that Leeds will probably play a low block and try to hit Arsenal on the transition. But in turn, Arsenal are going to have a lot of the ball, and I think that to unlock that Leeds defense, they're going to have to slide a ball through to Gyökeres or give him some service via crosses from the wing. So give me a Gyökeres goal.
Okay. Does he disappoint him in back-to-back games?
No,
Dude, I'm surprised he's
my Golden Boot winner.
minus 130. That's pretty low. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd do that, but I'm going to go once again a slightly weird route. I'm going to go first half. Last season, Arsenal were one of the best first half teams. So I'm going to take Arsenal money line first half. I think they come out of the gates on fire. I think they create a lot of opportunities. Probably going to score off a set piece in the first half or something. So, I mean, it's a risky route, but I like Arsenal. Once again, they were, I think, statistically the best first half team last season. So I'm going to stick with that. I think they do it again this season. Arsenal first half, money line.
Don't hit it.
All right. Moving on to our Sunday games. early 8 a.m. Everton Brighton. Once again, you and I disagree about this game.
Yep. As I alluded to in my prediction video, um, Everton, new stadium, debut. Give me Everton tie, no bet.
All right. Everton Tino bet. I am the complete opposite. I am Tino bet Brighton. I just think they're the better team. I watched Everton against Leeds, and they just looked completely lost going forward.
Yes, but imagine the fans at their new home
You see,
behind them,
I see it
pushing them
differently.
forward.
There's always an adoption phase. They got to get used to the new stadium. I think they're going to lose the first game, and then like the bad juju is going to come around about the stadium, and then eventually they grow into it. That's what I think. But I just remember last season, I talked about it in the previous video. Brighton absolutely wiped the floor with Everton last year when they played them at Goodison Park, and I see no reason why they can't do it again. They've got a really good attack, so different picks once again for that game. Moving on to the next one, we've got Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. We do agree about this
Yeah, I was
one.
about to say, I think this is one we agree on. I think we both gone for a draw, correct?
Spot on. Draw. I mean, both teams. I can't pick a winner in this one. That's the thing. Both teams are coming off pretty good results. Both teams, as long as Crystal Palace keep Eze.
Well, as of
Well,
today, I saw that there were some verbal agreements done. So, and I don't know if you saw at the end of the Palace game last week against Chelsea, he seemed to be kind of waving goodbye to the Palace faithful. I think that was his last game in a Crystal Palace jersey.
gosh, I'd be gutted if he left before this game. Surely he doesn't leave before a home game, right? I think he's surely. Okay, well, if Eze stays, I'm picking a draw. If he is not going to be playing, I will edge slightly towards Tynabet Forest.
I love it. I would also like to. I know I can't remember first or second video. I said that if Dan and Doy got 15 goal contributions in the Premier League, that I'd get the jersey. Get
Yeah.
also jersey. I'm gonna lower that to 10.
Whew.
So that's the new
Where,
bet.
where's he at in here? Dan Doy plus 475 to score again. Woo.
You might see a sprinkle. You might not.
I don't know. We shall see. Fascinating game. Both those teams are very competitive teams in the Premier League.
Yep.
Very, very underestimated still. Okay, moving on to our second to last game. Fulham versus Man United.
Look, I was really impressed with the United attack last weekend. They just couldn't find the back of the net. I think a lot of that credit is due to Arsenal's defense and David Raya. So I'm going for a Mateus Cunha goal.
Ooh.
He
Plus
looked, he
220.
looked very dangerous. I was honestly, it was kind of a toss up between him and Mbuemo. I just edged Cunha. I think that he's a better fit in kind of the holding 10 off the left side. I wouldn't be surprised if Shesko maybe starts this game, and that will just open up more space for Cunha.
That'd be interesting. I think I'm not going to take a player prop in this one. I was kind of thinking there were going to be goals in this one, And then I thought about it a little bit, and I changed my mind. I think this is going to be kind of a low-scoring game. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals, plus 100. I the last four of the last 5 games between Fulham and Man United have seen under 2.5 goals. Actually, both of the games at Fulham, the 2 most previous games, have ended in a 1-0 win to Man United. So I'm kind of leaning towards that again. I think United's going to be on the front foot the majority of the game. I feel like they're going to be just peppering the goal and not scoring. But I do think they will probably break through in the second half and probably win the game. But
So no late Mooney's equalizer.
I'm not gonna. My correct score prediction was 1-1, if you remember. So
Exactly.
I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna just stick to under 2.5, and hope for both for either to hit. So
Fair.
yeah, should be another fun game to watch. Moving on to our last game of the weekend, and what a game that is on Monday.
Yep.
Newcastle.
So if you watched the previous video, you know that I have predicted Liverpool to drop points. So give me Newcastle, tie no bet.
I'm not. I don't disagree with you. Of course, we both had the same correct score prediction, which was 1-0 Newcastle. Newcastle's defense was solid against Aston Villa. Of course, they were playing against a red-carded team for probably the last quarter hour. But I think the only way Newcastle wins this game is if they keep it a low-scoring game. They just don't have the firepower right now without Isak. So they're probably going to be kind of like Fulham. They're going to be probably sitting in a little bit and soaking up the pressure, probably looking to get on the counterattack. So my pick is under 2.5 goals at plus 140. I would not be surprised if the game is 0-0 and then Anthony Elanga, the counterattack master from Nottingham Forest last season, gets a quick breakaway and maybe slots one home.
That's almost exactly what I predicted in the video previous.
Let's see here. Look at that, Anthony Elanga. That's not a bad. It's not a bad shout, guys. Anthony Elanga at plus 375.
Yeah, I like it. I think I also gave a shout to Gordon.
Gordon.
Up.
Where's Gordon? Anthony Gordon plus 260.
But I don't know. I kind of like Newcastle. I really like them. It just seems like with everything going on between the two clubs, with the whole Isak saga, the momentum is with Liverpool. The player wants to go to Liverpool, and it's just the classic like everyone is on Liverpool. The public's on Liverpool. You fade the public every time. Newcastle.
Yeah. Newcastle do seem like the bad guys right now. Everyone's viewing them as, I don't know, just like they're holding Isak captive. Of course, not many people know the actual, story or correct news behind the whole ordeal. So I don't know. Newcastle could be the good guys, and we don't know. Maybe Isak's the one that's causing all the trouble. Of course, if he just chose to stay at Newcastle, there wouldn't be any problems. But
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
he did post on social media today and said that basically there was a promise made behind closed doors between he and the club, and he essentially felt betrayed and felt like there was nothing else to do on his end but to kind of hold out. So, you know, it's a
Hmm.
classic he said, she said. So I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see. We'll
I don't
see
know.
what happens with that developing story.
Yep, there we go. Well, guys, those are our best bets for the weekend. Um,
All right,
let us know if you
hey,
check
real quick, Trav.
what.
Out of all the bets you just showed them, which one do you like the most?
Geez, that's tough. Honestly, I love my either my Jared Bowen shot on target or Evan Nielsen goal.
Okay.
I think those are bang for your buck, honestly.
Yeah, I
What,
uh, I kind of second. Right, I'm definitely gonna ride your Jared Bowen shot on goal. That's a great pick. That may have to be Game Week FC's pick of the week. Honestly, I really like that. Um, for me, I've gone for uh, Cunha to score,
okay,
um,
surprising.
and or my City Spurs, both teams to score. I think those two are probably obviously the City Spurs. I think was my lowest odds, so I guess on paper the safest bet. Um, but I really like Cunha.
All right, those are our two best bets of the weekend. Guys, let us know if you're tailing below. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you think you got something better, a better bet. What's your best bet? We want to hear what you guys think, okay? So leave a comment below, like, subscribe. Guys, we appreciate you, and we'll see you next video, okay? Adios.
Catch you later.